It's in the game.
Let's go Ducks. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Utah Utes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go right back to it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He wants to change this route. Third down from the gun, Manning. He fires one deep over the middle. He's loose! Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he puts through the extra point. If If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Parker. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Gonna take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Looking downfield on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Manning throws to the wideout. Complete, left side, Coleman. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Going to try to get it himself.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Arch is going to throw for it. On the left side, here's Coleman. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Reads it, fires complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To throw, it's Dampier. Moving away from pressure. Looking down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He wants to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Utah! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Manning from the gun on third down. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. And now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football. And Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches.
Makes the grab in their space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. He unleashes a long one. Got it down the field. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Hand off for Brown.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the ground with the counter. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Now the Utes take a timeout and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Again, it's Parker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Quarterback gets the first down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update. The Utes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here's Manning to throw. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Making side adjustments here. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He's got it on the left. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Texas! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. They give running right as Parker. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. On the move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Good.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To throw, Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th.
Set to kick off.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to... out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice.
There's a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback keeper. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And that is how we will wrap this one up.